pile of fish. Absolutely stroked the big gags, the mangoes, the yellowtail, the mutton, the scamp. Absolutely stellar trip. Big vermilions to top off the box. It is an epic pile back here on the back deck of the Florida Fisherman at Hubbard's Marina. We're going to tell you a little bit about this trip, a little bit about the weather, the fishing, and give you guys a little update rundown, and then also tell you about what's coming up. So make sure you sit back and tune in for this short video here, guys. This update from us here at Hubbard's Marina. Looks like you guys absolutely murdered the fish, huh, Captain Dave?
Yeah, it was a really good bite. That full moon paid off. I went to an area I hadn't been in a while. I went deep for them, so I rolled the dice, and it paid off.
It looks like the gags really cooperated well for you guys. What was the hot bait for the gags?
Again, we had a lot of live bait. I think most of them were caught on live big bait, and but some of them hit some thread fins and stuff as well.
Nice, man. Big triggerfish. That's one of the bigger triggerfish that we've seen. What was he caught on? Do you know?
I do not know what he caught him on.
That's crazy. That's a big triggerfish right there.
Yeah, the bite at night was strong the whole entire night up until about 10 o'clock in the morning. Pushed out into even deeper water, and then throughout the day we had no current, no wind, staying on point. Anchoring was a little bit tricky, but every spot we managed to get one or two good gags. Most of them are pretty.
Yeah, big gag grouper.
For jackpot, I'm going to wind up weighing 2/3 of these. They all about look alike.
What was the hot bait? I noticed there's a lot of yellowtails in here too. What were you guys getting the yellowtails on mostly?
Yeah, last night we got most of the yellowtail last night. They were getting them on squid and on thread fins.
Nice. What about these big vermilions? You got a lot of those too. Looks like the big vermilions, the porgies, the mangoes. Yeah, I saw one mango had to be like 10 plus pounds. What do you think the big mango is on this trip?
I'm gonna shoot high and say 12 and hope he's 12, but I know he's over 10. But we probably got 5 or 6 on here. We had to gaff.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So big mangrove snapper this trip, huh?
I mean, huge. I mean, they were massive. That one next to the gags right there is pretty big.
Yeah, that is a big mango.
Even the triggerfish, I mean, we unofficially weighed him at about 9.5 pounds, so we'll see what he weighs in at. But he was a beast. But the muttons came, everything cooperated, but throughout the day.
Yeah, I was talking to one guy, his group caught 3 mutton snapper. That's crazy.
They did in 2 different spots, yep.
Wow, that's awesome, man. So big muttons, big yellowtail, big mangroves, big triggerfish, big scamp. I saw some really nice scamp there towards the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, there's a lot of gags in the pile that we were able to put on stringers. A couple nice kingfish we got while we were out there. That they picked it up off the bottom as well.
What was the count on keeper gags?
I have an unofficial count, but I think we're right around 30, 35 head.
Nice. So if you were going out on one of these 39 hours, what would you bring out for bait to target one of those gag grouper?
Big live bait.
Live bait?
A lot of the guys go out and catch their own live bait, and then we've got a lot of them that they get bait from us.
Nice. What about the mangrove, that big mangrove snapper? Was he caught on live bait too?
Yeah, he was. They were hitting live bait.
So the big mangroves were on the live bait, the schoolies were on the dead bait.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys had a stellar catch.
I couldn't be happier. Yeah, it was the full moon paid off for us, the deep water paid off, and good trip.
Awesome, man. Any other pelagics besides that kingfish?
I think that's all we saw.
All right, no, none of the cobia. We were on a cobia run there for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't hit any wrecks on this trip, so I didn't get any cobia or any the African pompano. But we'll see you on the 44 Friday.
All righty, very cool, man. I'm gonna slide out of here and let you guys pass these fish out. Absolutely stellar catch for sure, and epic haul from this 39-hour trip. I'll get out of your way in just 1 second, gentlemen. Killer catch. And like Captain Dave said, we've got another trip coming up Friday, a 44-hour trip where we're hopefully going to go back out there and do this again, catch more of these big fish, and catch plenty more gag grouper. We've got all the way through the end of December to catch these gag grouper this year, and lots of opportunities to get out there on the water on our 39-hour trip, on our 44-hour trip, on our 12-hour extreme, the private fishing charters, all really good options to get you some of those big gag grouper. Also near shore, the gag bite hasn't been too shabby on our on our 10-hour all day, on those 5-hour private charters aboard the Hub. We've been seeing some really big gag grouper near shore as well. Dan, there was about, I think, 44 guests on this trip. So not a super light load, but it definitely helped make that pile look really big because of the number of anglers on board. As we get closer to the end of gag grouper season, more and more people want to get out there and take advantage of the good gag grouper bite. It's been good, it remains good, and hopefully you can come out and get an opportunity to catch them, because remember, next year gag grouper season is only September, October, and the first 10 days of November. So we have a shortened gag grouper season next year. So you want to get out there and take advantage of the gag grouper bite while we're catching them so well here at Hubbard's Marina. Also next year, we have our 2023 schedule out. If you haven't noticed already, we don't have any 39-hour trips in January, and only a few of them starting mid-February, because next year's dry dock schedule has been altered. Instead of going to dry dock and not offering 39 hours in September and early October, next year we're going to have the boat in dry dock in January and early February. That allows us to run tons of 39-hour trips in September and October during that gag grouper season. So we're going to have a lot of 39 hours. We're even offering Sunday 39-hour trips next year at the end of October and early November. That way we can stack up as many 39 hours as possible with lighter loads towards the end of that gag grouper season in 2023. Remember, gags are all the way through the end of the year this year. December 31st is the last day for gag grouper in 2022. 2023, it's September, October, and the first 10 days in November. So hopefully you can plan a trip, take advantage of that great gag grouper bite we're seeing. Big mangroves, big scamp, lots of yellowtail, porgies, kingfish. We've been catching them all. So come out and go fishing. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. We also have lots of events coming up. If you're a part of our Regulars Club or Supporters Club, December 17th, we've got our Regulars Club Christmas party, 4 to 7 p.m. Also, we've got our Supporters Club party at the same time, 4 to 7 p.m. December 17th. If you're a supporter, you can become a supporter right at the top of our Facebook page. Only $4.99 a month. You get access to our private supporters group, the after show after our live show, and we're going to be giving away free gifts at that supporters party December 17th. December 30th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we're going to be doing another crawfish boil, and we're going to have some steak and cheese sandwiches by none other than Doug, one of our dock masters and booth outside salespersons. He does this really good food catering, and he's going to be joining us and making us up some great sandwiches as well. So really cool event, free food, free drinks, and a good time. So come out and see us December 30th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Final Friday, right here inside Johns Pass. There's live music and a great time. So hopefully we'll see you December 30th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for that big Final Friday party here at Hubbard's Marina and inside Johns Pass. Also, don't forget, every Saturday morning, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., we have our Real Animals radio show. And then every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m., we've got our live stream show, 8:30 p.m. Off the Hook with Captain Hubbard. Hopefully we'll see you soon for that live stream show. And we got new t-shirts in the shop, the Off the Hook t-shirts. So check out those new t-shirts in our shop when you get a chance. They're pretty cool. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video this morning, the great sunrise view, the killer pile of fish. Don't forget to like the video for us. Make sure you comment on the video. It helps us to reach more people. And hopefully we'll see you out here on the water soon at Hubbard's Marina. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Thanks for watching, y'all.